Tuesday, beautiful, beautiful day. It's 70 degrees out here. A nice glimpse of what we had a month ago. And we're off on another crime and adventure. And it is an adventure because you never know what will happen to you when you're a bus driver at Triman. I don't really have much to say today. There's nothing of any significance going on. Another high-profile stabbing. I think we covered that yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Those Maxes, you know, I'm never comfortable on them. I mean, the chances of actually getting hurt riding a Max are just about zero, really. If you follow a few basic rules, like, so you see a disturbance, use your cell phone and call 911. You know, I've learned the hard way as a bus driver that when you tell people what to do, you're setting yourself up for retaliation. I mean, and you don't know who the other person is. That's why it's best to not tell. If you can reason with people, is the best way to handle disturbances. Not tell them, like, hey, you, close the door, let that door close. You told them. Or in my case in a bus, it's like, hey, shut up back there, you know. That doesn't usually work out. You have to have another way of dealing with it. My way, and I've discussed it many times, is basically to just pull over, put my head down in between the wheel, on the steering wheel, and it works very well. And my friend RV, his way is to just get out of the bus, got to stop and walk around the bus a time or two, and people generally get the point. Now the Max, you know, bad behavior on the Max is not something that's unusual. But you know, a lot of us wonder why they don't have the security people on the Max at night, because that's when most of the incidents happen. Although I don't know if that's when this incident happened. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I got so much information going through my head that I can never keep any of it straight, because I'm reading so much material every day. It's like a walking encyclopedia of transit information, and most of it I don't remember. I remember bits and pieces of everything. How come it? Come on, let's go. There you go. Alright. We're taking Burnside today because safety is a priority when it comes to Al M's life. And I like staying off the highways if I can. This is so much nicer over here. I don't like these curves because of the bicycles. They can just pop up on you, and they're scary because they'll cause a car going the other way to swerve. But I guess there's no accidents. I'm overreacting to it because there's no accidents involving bicycles up here, because we would be hearing about it. And it's just amazing to me that there isn't. And I don't know, I'll never understand how a bicyclist could ride up this road and not feel scared the whole way. But these bicyclists, man, these are some hardy people. I'm always amazed by that. The avid bicyclist that lives for bicycling. I mean, they're in another reality from me. But that's like, you know, the hardcore, the marathoners, for example. The people that actually run marathons for fun. I mean, to me, that is complete insanity to run a marathon is not fun, and to train for that is not fun. I mean, even when I was in the peak of my younger years, I hated running track. I ran track in high school. I hated it. I guess basically I'm just lazy. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being lazy. I mean, it's... Why make yourself have more pain than you need? So, I don't know. And what's going on? I don't really have anything going on today. It's quiet as far as I'm concerned. I'm burned out on the baby bus story. That's gonna finally fade into history. Oh no, there is something going. I forgot to look it up, and I'll look it up today. Is there anything in the SOP? Oh, we got a nice Volkswagen bus in front of us. Is there anything in the SOP that actually prohibits you from getting out of your seat? And you know, I don't think there is. I looked at it briefly yesterday. I was going to do it today, but as usual, I forgot. And I got involved with running my building and looking at other news. And there are those people up there on the bridge. What is it that they're doing anyway? Oh, that's campaign stuff there, I think. The other stuff that had been up there was all like, oh, I love you, Karen, or stuff like that. Look at all the traffic. Lots of traffic. I hope this weather lasts, you know. I hope we get this weather for a while. It's beautiful. I just die to get some nice weather here, you know. I just really wish I lived in an environment which was more sunny. I just die without the sun, you know. It just kills me to live in an environment that is so dreary. I mean, yeah, we have very moderate winters, and lately we've had very little summer. I mean, look at the traffic over here. It backed up. It wasn't backed up a minute ago when I looked at the road report. But that day after day after day of wet rain is just brutal, you know. You know, I'm a Californian. I spent 25 years in California, Northern California. She just wetted up my windshield. Sonoma County, Russian River area, and it really, that's where they grow wine grapes, and that's where you get, in order to grow good grapes, you need a lot of sun. And it would get sunny and hot every night over there. Every day it would be sunny and hot, and then every night it would be cool, because that river would cause the what do they call it? The offshore flow, I guess, with the ocean would actually, the fog would actually come down that river every night and cool off the entire region. So you had these 95-degree days, crystal clear, dry as a bone, and you'd have these 50-degree nights every night. It would be like that, day after day after day of sun. I mean, it starts early there too. Starting in April, you're getting beautiful sunny weather. It goes right up till October. Here, we're lucky if we get sun by July, and it only lasts a couple of months. And the last 2 summers have been really cool. Surprisingly cool. Good for a bus driver who doesn't drive air conditioning, but bad for somebody who likes sunny environment. So I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check this whole idea that you can't get out of your seat, because we've always heard that. Don't get out of your seat, don't get out of your seat. But Jeff brought it up that that's actually not written down as an SOP anywhere. So how's that enforceable if it's not actually in writing somewhere? How can they actually say, oh, we think that you should be written up because you got out of your seat? And I didn't see that at my first glance at the SOPs. And I just forgot to look at that today. I remember now. And now we have our trusty SOPs, a little book of the SOPs right in the pouch. So when you're confused about an SOP, all you got to do is go look it up. You know, if you're in the middle of your route and you're confused, pull out that book and look at it, because you can pull out a book and look at it, but you can't pull out your cell phone. But it's a book. I suppose you should be stopped before you do it, though. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful out here. like not more people out.